Hi, I'm Danny. I'm a fitness professional and a health coach here today to teach you how to take measurements for your body. You might be on a program, you might be starting a test group, you might be working with another coach and you want to know where to take these measurements at. There's some great measurement trackers that are out there. I just have a couple other tips for you to help you get started. And if you have a partner that can take your measurements, great. If not, you're going to do it on your own. It's not that hard. You can do it. You're going to need a measuring tape and you are going to start with your bicep. Look at that bicep and you might be just starting to define it, and that's great. You want to find the point where that bicep and the tricep are all the way around for circumference measurement. Some places will do your measurements for you and they tend to go a little bit higher, which is a smaller part of the arm. But if you're really looking at losing body fat and seeing how much definition you're creating throughout your body, I would recommend you take it around that bicep muscle so that way you can see. It might increase a little bit as you're doing it, right? That's okay because, hey, you're going to be shrinking in other areas, and if you put some nice muscle tone and definition on this area, it makes your arms look great. So that's fine. So you're just going to take it around. Find where that measurement connects, okay? And then write that number down. Do both arms, please. And when you're going to move to your chest, you're going to come behind you. Find that largest part of the chest and come around. So remember, as you are developing your back muscles, that's part of what you're creating and you're finding through the chest. So again, if that goes up or down based off of men or women, don't worry about that. And maybe that nipple line is a great place for you to find a mark to measure. Now the waist area and the abdomen area, what I usually do is two places, so a little bit lower than the belly button and right with the belly button or higher. So some measurement trackers don't have you do this. I just kind of like to, because you find your waist. Not everybody knows where the waist is. Sometimes people are like, I don't know where my waist is, Danny, what do I do? So it really is that narrower part when you come in, and if that's not there for you yet, don't worry about it, you'll get there, and it just depends on your shape. Some of us are straighter, right? Find your belly button, and when you come around, you're going to be pretty much with the belly button just above it is a great place for you to track that and write down that measurement. Now for the abdomen, you're going to be a little bit lower. So right again where those pants are, a little bit below that belly button is where I like to come around and take that. For most of us, that's the spot that we want to lose, right? We want to lose that bloated area. So what if you're doing a 5-day group challenge and you're like, oh my goodness, I want to take these because in 5 days I might see a difference just with this area and nothing on the scale. It totally depends. We're all different. It's not about the scale completely. I know people that don't even weigh themselves ever and they just count on measurements and the way their clothes fit. I think that's great. Okay, so for your hip, what I'm doing is I'm coming around. It's really where you have that biggest protrusion of your glute. Some of us are flatter there too, and that's okay. But what you're thinking about is right in between the glutes. So you can come around even all the way around on each side, feet a little bit apart but close together to take that all the way. Now for the thighs, sometimes people measure below the inner thigh and outer thigh again, like trainers at the gym and stuff, because it's a smaller area. But what I have done, as a trainer and measuring my clients and doing this for so many years, I like to challenge you to go higher from the outer thigh to the inner thigh. So when you come around that area, again, stand feet flat. I'm going to be evenly around, like just below that glute. So outer thigh, inner thigh shape, and come around and track that. You may have one side that's a little bit different than the other, and that's okay. You also may find that you're holding fluid and maybe a little bit bloated from different things. Maybe you didn't sleep well, maybe you're off with your water that day, something's going on with meals. So when you're starting a program, it's a great idea for you to do this. So that way you can track your progress. If it's 30 days, do it in the beginning, do it in the middle, do it at the end. I think we're always on a journey, and I think that tracking it with measurements and the way that your clothes are fitting is a great way for you to see your progress. So I hope this helps you with taking your measurements today. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. You can comment below. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me on Facebook, Danielle R. Laux, Also Instagram, Danielle Laux, and I have a blog where I do a lot of different tips as well, dannilauxfitness.blogspot.com. Thank you and have a great day. Now get to measuring. Talk to you soon.